Well, hey, everybody, it's Chuck. Hey, and a special shout out to Alyssa. That's a follower's spouse that said they really enjoyed the shout out. So, hey, that's from me to you. Thank you for watching. What an amazing evening. Here we are at the end of the Thanksgiving weekend. It's Saturday. And guess what? FSD, they pulled it off. The around Thanksgiving happened. Here we are. If you look at the screen, FSD 13.2, and this is on build 2024 39.10. It came out tonight. Only a few of us, I think, have it. I don't know the actual number. I'm out here as quick as I can. It took about an hour and a half for me to get to this point of downloading and installing to get this version out here. But, and let me tell you, I am raw. I don't even know. I don't drive at night very often. So my lighting, my screen recordings, there's probably going to be a lot of problems with this video, but I'll just ask for your forgiveness. Thank you. I actually had to take my watch and my phone off because you guys are responding to my post on X at a rate I can't even, it's distracting. So I took them off. You might even hear some vibrations. But here we are in the app. I'm just going to kind of show you before we go, just as we are, and this is FSD 13.2. Some amazing release notes that I'm not going to go through here. A lot of this we had heard before, but the park to unpark is there. Integrated park, reverse and park capabilities, improve reward predictions. A lot of this we had already heard, but here it is in the release notes and on my AI4 Model Y. That's what this vehicle is. It did not come to the Cybertruck yet. So this is exclusive to AI4. But when you come to here, you do see the blue dot next to autopilot. Here in autopilot, here we are, FSD Supervised, and there's a slider now, Start FSD from Park. That's a new button. I have it enabled. It did give me the little pop-up to enable it for the first time, so I didn't have to come into the menu to do that. I'm going to leave it on hurry for now, and I don't see anything else in here that is different. I actually slid down there. Under service, I don't know what's new in here. I do see camera visibility. I don't understand what that is. Anything else in here new? Nope, that was a blue dot next to service, so that's why I selected that. So I think that's all we have to show you. I have, and look, and I've got a route in here. I got my first impressions route. That's what I'm going to do tonight. So this is going to be about a 40+ minute video. It's in the dark. The traffic is going to be low, and I hope it's worth watching. But we have Start FSD Supervised, press and hold. I've got a route in here, and I'm just sitting in the road. If I just hit press and hold, is it going to do it? Oh, it did it. So it's in park. It went to drive, and it's turning the wheel. It's being hesitant a little bit. Does it? Oh, object and path detected. So I'm right on the curb, and you see this little amber over here? This is the problem with Vision Park Assist. I'm not in the grass, but it thinks I am because of that. So I'm just going to go ahead and press the accelerator, and it's going to probably get going. So that is a Vision Park Assist bug. I don't know if any of you guys have ever experienced that, but when you're anywhere near the edge of a road or a curb, that precision just is not there. Very nice. I felt, let me just stop. I'm just going to keep going. So unprotected left-hand turn to start. I hope the camera and visibility and everything is okay for you guys, but I'm just going to talk you through it. A truck coming across through the median. I'll try to, oh my God, it didn't do a NHTSA stop. It did not do a NHTSA stop. And it just creeped right up there and we're rolling it. Yes, AI 4 on the Model Y did not do a NHTSA stop for the first time. I'm going to do that again just to double check, but that's the first highlight clip, and I'm only like 1 minute into the video. So, unprotected left in the dark, that was sweet, but stick with me. Let's do one more of those. Be right back. All right, here we go. I actually pulled into a neighbor's driveway here. I hope they don't come out and think I'm coming to visit them, but I just want to see if I start and press this button while I'm in a driveway, what is it going to do? It needs to back up. Is it going to back up? The wheel is turning. It's not doing anything yet. It's not doing anything. I'm going to press the accelerator. I'm in drive. Okay, so it didn't back out of this driveway. Granted, I just threw this situation at it, not knowing what to expect. But I'm right here next to my unprotected left-hand turn, but I'm going to do it, and I normally don't do this, but I'm going to put it back into park here, and I'm going to press this button. This press, okay, let's see how it goes here. Okay, so there's the start. Oh my God, that the NHTSA stop is gone. There was a stop sign. Here's our second stop sign. No NHTSA stop, guys. It's gone. It rolls straight up. Now that's a stop. It needs to creep a little bit. Is it going to creep? We got a car here. Creep. Oh, don't go yet. There's a car there. You should be able to see that clear as day. Very tiny gap. Don't go. Oh, yes. Gosh, this is feeling really, really comfortable so far. I normally don't do unprotected left-hand turns at night. Oh, nice gap here. Can't quite go from the right. There is no question mark. Is it going to take the left lane? Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, that was really, really, really good. I'm liking that. So I'm going to go ahead and edit the trip here. I'm going to go ahead and take out that point, and we're going to do our U-turn. It'll quickly remap that, and we're going to be on our way. So first things first, NHTSA stop is gone. The start by long pressing the button is new. So that, hey, that's great. That's a good way to start the drive. It's just something I'm not used to here. Okay, here we go. God, it feels aggressive. Meaning like that was almost a Cybertruck kind of a deceleration curve. We've got a 3-car, and I'm going to call this a small gap. It's going to go for it, though. Please be smooth. Oh, you waited. Thank you. Oh, my, that was like the human decision. Look, you got all this space behind, and you decided to wait. And look, here you go. You got all the time in the world now. Oh, my God. That U-turn was like flawless. 13.2 U-turns did not even flinch. Okay, we got 40 minutes of driving to go here. Just so you know, I already had some coffee, so I'm already going to be amped up more than normal. But that U-turn was butter. Really, really smooth. Let's look at that in the video. You guys can go back and look at the trajectory. Was it jerking at all? The steering wheel didn't jerk. It felt like one small, smooth maneuver. And the most impressive thing I'm happy with is that it waited on that one car. I think on 12.5.6, it would have gone in front of that one car, and I'd have been like, you could have had all the time in the world if you just waited a little longer. And that time it waited. And I do have a train here coming on the left. I don't think you're going to be able to see it. Oh, hey, it's still showing it as a semi. So here I am abeam this train, and it's still showing it as a semi. So there's no new assets there. Guys, first of all, I got a little bit of a dry spot here at the beginning of this video. I want to give a shout out to the Tesla AI team. Ashok, the VP now, you and your team that are leading this. You guys have been busting your butts, especially over the holiday, to push a software release out on a Saturday night at the end of Thanksgiving weekend. I know software releases, especially safety critical ones, do not happen without a lot of forethought. Maybe you tested this by Wednesday night and you decided to release it on Saturday. And if you did that, that's great too. But congratulations, because here I am, a customer, a plain Joe driving his AI4 Model Y, and I'm driving in software that you guys created and released over the holidays. That is no small feat. Congratulations, and thank you for all of your efforts. And I know there's a lot of you watching this video that are probably hanging on every word. You're probably watching the screen closer than me, just to see what we see. And okay, you guys know these turns, but they're at nighttime now. Gosh, I hope this screen recording works. I know it's dark, but I know if I made it a bright screen, the camera here would probably be overexposed. So I'm just going to deal with it and apologize. I'll probably make another video tomorrow. AJ came out and called me already and said he wants to come drive. Okay, we went green here. I'm flashing yellow. It's already going into the intersection very smoothly. Perfect. Right? Oh my God, just really natural. I mean, it's almost like once the light went green, it decided to commit to the intersection and then wait on the opposing traffic. That felt really, really good. Okay, so this is Birkenhead. This is the road with the speed bumps. And I'm looking down at my phone, and I just feel like this screen recording is not adequate, but I'm just going to keep going, guys, and we'll do what we can. All right, that felt like a NHTSA stop and a slow creep, very smooth, and it just went for it, though. So maybe NHTSA stops aren't gone, because that stop was behind the creep line. There's a speed bump. Now, if it doesn't see all these speed bumps at night, that's going to be a little interesting, because the lights are just, making them shine as bright as they could possibly be. And let's see what it does at this stop sign. Straight up, this doesn't need as much of a creep, but it definitely does a stop, and it is definitely going all the way to 0. God, you know what? I'm wondering if my turn has got a different behavior on that stop sign. That would be interesting. Here's the speed bump it normally misses. It's okay, so it sees it at night, so that maybe it's a 13 thing, maybe it's a map data thing, I don't know, but that is something in the daytime that in the lighting conditions, sometimes that's a hit or miss, that second speed bump. This should be easy peasy. I cannot tell you how excited I am to continue to test this version. I mean, the whole unpark, it didn't back out of that driveway, so I don't know if it needed to know how to do more about that. There's too many questions right now, and that we're just going to have to drive it. And I'm going to learn from you guys. I'm going to learn from your comments. I'm going to learn from a few folks that have this tomorrow, maybe Chris and Omar and JD, AI driver will get to drive this. Okay, let me refocus here. So this is my suicide lane turn. You gonna wait? You gonna wait? Oh, yeah, you waited. That's good. Okay, so I would call this a nice little gap, but I got a car from the right. It's going. Okay, now it needs to use the suicide lane. It used the suicide lane to wait. It's never done that. Look at that. Well, I did that once. I shouldn't say it's never done that. It did that once. Guys, that is the way to do it. It used the median. I've always wanted the suicide lane to be able to be used as a part of the maneuver, because crossing 6 lanes of traffic, 3 and 3, you need to be able to do it in 1 part, wait 2 parts. And just because you don't have a raised median doesn't mean you can't wait just for a second in the middle of the lane. And that suicide lane was allowed to be used just like my unprotected left turn median. So I've seen that once before, so I'm not going to call that an absolute 13 change, but it did it no problem. And it was very specifically going there with the intent there, meaning like that wasn't an accident. It saw the car coming and it continued to roll. And here we are, intersection, turning to the right. The confidence. I really, really want that confidence in the Cybertruck. The Cybertruck has got this jitteriness to it in turns. And I've talked about it a couple times. Sometimes I feel like it's a Cybertruck dressed in a Model Y dressed in Cybertruck clothes. That's the best way I can describe it. I feel like the model is turning on the Model Y, and then the Cybertruck fat kid feels like, oh, wait a minute, I can't exactly go the same place the Model Y does. Anyway, that's the way it feels still. And hopefully we'll get off a 12.553 and maybe get one of these 13 versions here in the next couple of weeks. And it'll fix all of that. But wow. The excitement of V13. This AI4 model now being trained exclusively for AI4 in the data center in Austin, in Cortex, in the data center they're calling Cortex. The model size is getting bigger. The number of parameters is getting bigger. Maybe leaving Hardware 3 on its own branch. I know there's a lot of you out there on Hardware 3 that are watching this and probably going, when's it coming to us? And honestly, that's going to be a distillation and a quantization problem, probably. You're not going to get this version. It's going to have to be distilled down, is what it looks like. Meaning like this version specifically can't run on those other chips. It's going to have to be distilled down and made to run on the Hardware 3. I think you probably will get a version, but we just don't have any information yet on when. Okay, we are coming up on a merge onto the highway, and I'm trying to get the route right. And I do still haven't. Oh my gosh. Do you see what I see? Who noticed that I'm in hurry mode with a speed limit of 40 miles an hour? We have speed profiles at a lower speed. I don't know how low yet. Have you guys been watching this and noticing that? Hurry mode is engaged. If I go here, I think it's my right scroll button. I don't even remember. Yep, there's standard, there's chill, there's standard, and there's hurry. So that's all scrollable now, and I'm at a 40 mile an hour speed limit. I don't think I've had a speed limit slower than 40 miles an hour yet, but we will later in this drive. So speed profiles are below 50 miles an hour on version 13. And maybe every speed. We'll find out during this drive, but that is another great piece of information that I don't think was in the release notes. So that's maybe a little bit of an Easter egg to see that. Shout out to the Tesla AI team for bringing speed profiles to every speed, hopefully. Let me give you more of that full screen. Okay, here at about a quarter mile, we are merging, no less than a quarter mile. We're down to a tenth of a mile. We're coming up on the on-ramp, and we're merging onto the interstate. So I don't know even what to think to check here. I guess I'm just checking the speed, the smoothness. God, it just goes. Oh my gosh. My eyes are watering a little bit just with the confidence and the aggressiveness of these turns. Normally, turns have always just had a little bit of cautiousness in them, but it's just going with a little bit of acceleration that you sort of feel in the small of your back. Does that make sense? So as a pilot, you kind of, we have this term called seat of the pants flying. You can feel a jet accelerating and moving, and a deceleration, you kind of hanging in your straps is what you call it. It feels like in these turns, I'm accelerating. It's in the small of my back. I'm being pushed back into my seat, which just exudes confidence. And here I am in hurry mode. I got a 65 mile an hour speed limit, and it's going 65 mile an hour, it's going 76. So quickly, I'm just gonna go to standard. I'm gonna quickly throw it in chill. See what happens here. It definitely slowed down and chill a little bit. I do have a lead car that may have changed it. Is it gonna stay in the middle lane? Is it gonna get in the right lane? I got about a mile and a half until my lane change. Let me go ahead and edit my trip here. So I don't have any breaks there for you guys. I'm in chill and it's staying in the middle lane. So this feels the same. I don't think, now I am going to go back into hurry. Oh, wow. As soon as I put it in hurry, I felt that seat of the pants acceleration again. And look, here it is getting in the left lane. Wow, 80, 81. Wow. That might even be a bit much, but that's what hurry means, right? So maybe I want to go to standard. Let me throw it at standard. Right, oh, it put the blinker on. We're down at 0.7 miles. So now I'm in the range where I don't know if it's getting in the lane because of the lane change. No, yeah, because it wants to get back in the right lane. Okay, but a half a mile, I'm going to put it in hurry now. Okay, so it's still getting over to the right lane in hurry. A lot more testing involved there. Oh, and it's getting in the far right lane. Those of you guys that have watched this video over the last couple times, remember this lane change here? It was one lane over to the left, and it kept getting like confused on this gore that's going to open up right here, and it did this little jitter. But in this situation, it was in the far right lane, even though I was in hurry, and it avoided that. So that is a different behavior. I don't know why that would have emerged. Maybe some training data, maybe me complaining about it on video, maybe all those report buttons I hit, I don't know. But that was a good thing to just disappear. On version 12, a lot of things disappeared too. But wow, look at this. I'm on a 55 mile an hour ramp going 65. That feels much more aggressive than I ever remember. God, in the seat of my pants again, I feel it accelerating. It's just going. This hurry mode is no joke. I'm serious. Look at it. It's lane changing. That car turned over. All right, I feel like I need to do a couple more. I'm gonna go quickly over to chill. Boom, all the way over to chill. I'm 73 and a 55. What's it gonna do now? Blinker. I did not feel a rapid deceleration. I felt like it was, so when I put it in hurry, it accelerated. When I put it in chill, I felt like, okay, I know what you mean now. Let me get over a little bit. I'm still in the middle lane. It's not getting in the right lane. I do have a car coming up here on this on-ramp, so being in that right lane is probably not the best place. I have no cars in front of me constraining my speed. So, but 66 and a 55 on chill mode, I'd say that's aggressive. Now, can I scroll this down? See this, look at, here's my speed, so that behaves the same. So I can constrain it again with the knob. I'm gonna speed it back up because I don't wanna constrain it too much. So there's 75. So the scroll wheel behaves the same to constrain the speed. But look, okay, so that's interesting. So I'm scrolled back up, if you see, I'm back up to 80, but it's not re-accelerating. So I feel like I gave the model a slower speed, and now it's maybe gonna creep back up. So changing the mode doesn't change the speed as much as the scroll wheel does, for sure. Cars passing me on the right, doing these exits. I feel like I'm in the slow lane, but hey, I'm in chill mode. So let's get back into hurry mode just to kind of throw that in there, and boom, immediately it gets out of that right lane. And even though I'm in a speed limit of 55, man, whew, holy smokes, way in the left lane. We're gonna pass this truck. Okay, hurry is definitely hurry now. It wasn't this much in a hurry before. You guys that want to get up and go are going to like hurry. No doubt about that. I mean, let me see where I am on speed. I'm going to go to 85. There's the max speed I can do. I'm constrained. I don't know if it's going to try to hit 85 or not, but man, I'm looking at the screen a lot with my eyes. I'm not getting busted on the pay attention to the road. It is nighttime, and I don't know exactly how I get busted a lot of time with the glancing. I'm curious if when it's gonna get over for this lane change now. I'm 75. I do have a little bit of room now, and my speed, like you see there, is still set to 85 max. So it's not hitting 85, but this distance on this car in front of me might be constraining it a little bit. Oh, look at it, man, it's going. It's 80, 81. Wow. I love these speed profiles. And granted, because they give you some options, some control, man, I can't, after we do this exit, oh, here we are, lane change, 0.5. Oh, this is exactly what I want for early and more lateral lane changes. Half a mile is a great distance. Just get ready. Look at it, it's going all the way over. Nice. In hurry mode, it is aggressively getting over for the lane change that is coming up. And we still got a ways to go. This distance here is actually not our exit. This is, I'm just gonna pay attention here a little bit more because this is where this is I-95 North and I-10 and I-95 South. It gets very busy here. And just after we pass this exit is when we jump off. And this big section here, those of you that have been watching this for a while, this 50-mile-an-hour speed limit was just killing me because it was so unsafe going that slow. This car jumped right in front of me, nice and smooth. It did not over-decelerate there. Man, this is feeling really good. I cannot believe we're doing all this with video data. This is just unbelievable. I don't even know why I'm here sometimes. Once I'm on the highway, listen, the only time I feel like I need to be in the car these days is high-speed cross traffic. That's the only time. When I'm in a flow and I got visibility everywhere, this car knows what it's doing. Look at this. We're at 50. Okay, here we are. We're turning lanes. Right on red. Is it going to do it? Yep, it's going to do it. But now, here's our speed limit change. 35 miles an hour, guys. I'm in hurry mode. All the way down. I don't know that I'm going to get a speed limit sign. Maybe I'll get a 25 somewhere, but we got speed profiles at every speed now. And that is awesome. I don't know whether I should test hurry, standard, or chill. I'm just going to leave it at hurry for you guys, just so we have a consistency here. I mean, I don't want it to, maybe I'll play with it because some of these slow neighborhoods, you don't want to be going too much over the speed. But look, see, I'm still, oh yeah, there's my max. My max was, I can still take it to 85 though. All right, nice stop there. Okay, what is Hurry gonna do when the speed limit is 35 and I have a max of 85? I know it's not gonna go to 85. Oh, do you see that? It changed down to 45 again. So that percentage that I have set over here, hopefully I can see this real quick in my speed profiles. Hurry, 40% max speed offset. Every time I hit a speed limit sign, it uses that offset to create the new offset. You know, so that's why when, 30 miles an hour, I'm still in hurry mode. You see there, I'm at 50. So that's that 40% kicking in. So that's the lowest speed limit we've had yet, and I'm still in hurry. So I think they've got speed profiles at every, oh, look at that early lane change, guys. It used to go up here, and it was stuck in that right-hand turn only lane, and it jumped over at the last second. That was a nice early lane change. That was good. Look at this. I mean, it's doing 27 and a 30 as I'm approaching this red light. It's not over decelerating. Have I complained yet? Let me think about something to complain about. Come on, Chuck. Pay attention to the road. All right. So we're coming up on Memorial Park, and I'm going to do that Memorial Park loop for you guys, just like I do in the daytime. Maybe I should do the same drive tomorrow morning. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I do the same drive tomorrow? I think I should, only because I don't know that all of this lighting is going to work, and it could be different. AJ, I think, is going to come over, and maybe he'll make some good conversation talking about some of these things too. So it's just not me talking continuously out loud. Oh, wow. Look, my speed limit's gone. My hurry's gone. I'm at a stop sign and hurry is gone. Is it going to come back when I accelerate? Why did it disappear? I'm at 30. Huh. What happens if I do this? There's my 55 max. Can I change? Right, left? Oh, look, it's gone. Right and left doesn't do anything. So it's not everywhere. Uh-oh. Wonder what that means. Okay, so I thought our speed profiles were everywhere, but now they're not here. I don't know when it changed. Maybe, okay, let me think, pay attention here, because we're doing this left turn down. Ooh, okay, got a car here. Oh, very dynamic situation. 2 cars wait. This has never happened to me in the daytime. That's good. Okay, great. Car behind me. That was perfectly safe and natural. I didn't have any problem with that. That had never happened to me in the daytime, that dynamic situation. So right after that, I'm going to go ahead and delete that. And now it should remap and we'll come around here. So I guess we don't have speed profiles at every speed. Now, I don't know that I need to be in hurry mode right now, but I guess I also don't know where the line is either. So I don't know when to say it's there or when it's not. I see, yeah, left and right on the scroll wheel doesn't do anything, but I do have this max offset. So this is kind of the max offset, kind of like it was before the speed profiles came down. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll figure it on the drive. Maybe we'll get to a certain speed, it'll come back on. Maybe it's some sort of road mapping data or something like that. As we come around this turn, we're coming up to my oak tree kind of left turn, slow speed. We'll see if the NHTSA stop happens here, because that NHTSA stop at my turn was definitely different. If it stops way back and then creeps up, we definitely know there's still a NHTSA stop here. Is it okay? That felt like a NHTSA stop, and now it's creeping. And now it's, so maybe NHTSA stops aren't gone, guys. I don't know. I just know my unprotected left-hand turn was different, for sure. Okay, now I have a special treat for you. Look at this map. I added this just for V13. This is my cul-de-sac test. And way back when, I accidentally went down this this street here, and it got stuck at the end, and we saw the car wanting to be able to reverse, and it couldn't. So I added this back to my route. God, look at it just going through these flashing yellows. And it is, I'm editing my trip because it's going all the way to the end, and as soon as I pass this last interchange, I'm going to delete this point right now. Okay, it should remap, but look, I've got a cul-de-sac here. Where's it going to go? Is it going to give itself a radius to turn? What's it going to do? Last time it couldn't make this turn. Is it going to do it? Oh, come on, don't make the, oh God, the freaking U-turn worked. You know what? I'm going to disengage because I want to, this is where I wanted it to do a 3-point turn. I wanted it to basically get stuck and have to do a 3-point turn. It gave itself the radius it needed to do a just a U-turn in the cul-de-sac. So I'm going to give it a little bit of a left vector here and engage here. Let's see what it does now. Okay, is it going to make it again? Ah, it got stuck. What am I going to do? Oh, look, there's the wheel wanting to reverse. I'm back in hurry mode too. I just noticed that. All right, this is where I thought it was going to reverse. It's not reversing. Shucks. Guys, I thought this is where, do you see the vector under the wheels wanting to reverse? It's not reversing. So I guess it can't do 3-point turns yet. If I press the accelerator, it's still going forward. Still going forward. And you see I'm still in drive. And you see the vector wants to go backwards underneath the car there. It's not doing it automatically. All right. So maybe we're not there yet. Maybe the park, unpark, and reverse capability isn't a 3-point turn yet. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hit reverse just a smidge for it. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to engage it there. And yeah, so, okay, so maybe that's a highlight clip that's a disappointment. I was under the impression that reverse was going to be an integrated part of FSD. You saw the trajectory underneath the front wheels wanting to push back. It didn't go into reverse when I got it jammed in a cul-de-sac. So maybe that'll be a future point release and not part of park, unpark, and all those other sort of things. And I'm not testing probably park and unpark tonight. There's just a little bit too much involved with doing that and setting those scenarios up. But I'm back in hurry at 25 miles an hour. What changed? Why would that be back? Unless there's a map layer I'm not aware of, unless it's a street type. I mean, no, but it was a 2-lane road out there with stoplights and everything, and it wasn't on. So I don't understand that either. If anybody from the Tesla AI team feels like responding to this, that would be great to understand the boundaries on those speed profiles, because that confuses me just a little bit as to why that's not always there, or why it went away. And maybe it's another condition. Okay, as we continue down this road, the cul-de-sac test is definitely going to be part of my new testing scheme here. Maybe we'll get a scenario where it does it here in the future. But as we come down Riverside here, I think what I'm mostly wanting to talk about is the speed profiles below 30. I'm in hurry here, and it's sticking at 31, which is great. And if you look, I'm at 48. If I go up to I can go all the way to 85 still. In hurry mode with no constraining lead car is doing 32. That feels great to me. It's not doing 28, it's not doing 25, and it's not doing 50. I'm okay with that. I have a feeling, and maybe I'll get a scenario here where if I encouraged it with the pedal of encouragement, I might be able to adjust the model upwards, and it would take a new input as its base and maybe we'll get a straightaway and test that here in a second. The smoothness of these lane changes, turns, acceleration is noticeably different. I know you're not going to be able to feel that in the video. Hopefully my words are giving you a little bit of understanding there. Something is different here. I do want to take a left here, so I am going to go ahead and turn left here, only to force the scenario into a road you guys are familiar with. So that's lane change awareness there. Now I'm rerouting and re-engaging. So that was just a quick dynamic route change, not anything for FSD to be concerned about. And on this road, here we are again in a hurry, and we're constrained a little bit by a lead car. And I wonder if it's going to do any sort of aggressive speed or slow speeds. God, I'm so glad to have their profiles. Even if they don't work perfectly yet, I'm just so glad they're here, because it was such a huge improvement on the highway and even on city streets down to 50 before. Having them here, I think, is part of the solution. Flashing yellow here. Oh, we do have an emergency vehicle. God, it would be great if it did something about this emergency vehicle. This car in front of me is pulling over. No sirens. No assets to indicate emergency vehicle. No notifications. So that lead car probably did the homework for us there to pull over. That would have been an awesome test if it had actually not had a lead car there. I have a feeling it wouldn't have done anything, but I don't know. Just because I didn't see any notifications or anything on the screen to allude that it noticed that was an emergency vehicle. You know, in V13, we have a future update, I think, to use audio inputs. Now, granted, in that scenario, there was only visible inputs, right? There was no siren going, just the lights. So how is Tesla going to balance that lights only without a siren behavior? Hopefully they can do both of those together. That would have been awesome. I really wish that we didn't have a lead car there. Okay, as we come up on this little village here, this is Avondale in Jacksonville, Florida on the west side. It's usually got a lot of pedestrians. With a lead car, I don't know that it's going to be a great test, because anybody crossing the crosswalks or anything in front of us might be constrained here by the lead car. So we'll just kind of see what the visualization shows, if anything else changes. Right now, if I were to quantify what I feel is different, the acceleration in the turns is more confident. And now we do have pedestrians crossing. Oh, that would have been another perfect test. I don't know if you can see the pedestrians to the left. You can definitely see them in the screen. And now we're going very slowly here behind this lead car, as there's pedestrians just going everywhere as they leave dinner here at 8 p.m. here in Jacksonville. You can see the pedestrians on the screen clear as day. Oh, why is it stopping here? Oh, guys. Oh, that's unfortunate. What is that? There's no stoplight there. I've got a stoplight on the map. No, I don't know why it stopped there. I was thinking it was my fault on the route. It wasn't a stoplight, because the stoplight is here. I'm not sure why it stopped there. Let's see what what do you guys think? Did you see anything that I didn't see? Was there a pedestrian that stuck his leg out or something? I'm not sure. It felt unnatural. I wouldn't have stopped there. This car has his blinker on. Do you see that? That was really good. It's like it left it's leaving a gap for this car too. He doesn't have his blinker on. There's pedestrians crossing in front. That was really good behavior, leaving a gap for that car that had his blinker on. Really good behavior. Oh, man, I really wish the village hadn't. Oh, okay, we lost our lead car just as soon as we leave the village, so we're not going to have any pedestrians here, but that is what it is. This drive's getting long enough. I'm not going to go back through the village and retest it. You guys would probably fall asleep watching a video this long. Okay, coming up on the S-curves. As we come up on the S-curves, there's not really much to worry about these days. Obviously, I still look for an errant blinker that occasionally creeps up on the Cybertruck now. It doesn't creep up on the Model Y ever, though. But here we're in hurry speed profile. You know, it's using a more aggressive speed than it did on 12.5.6. It slowed down more than 25 on that turn. That's about as aggressive a speed as I think you could use on this S-curve. So that definitely is different. That was confident. It went through at a good speed. All right, as we wrap around this curve and come around, we've got our first small little traffic circle. This is not a big deal for the Model Y. The radius of turn is fine. It's a little bit of a challenge for the Cybertruck because the Cybertruck is still a little bit of a fat kid in a skinny kid's clothes. And we'll see what we see here. I imagine it's just going to honor the yield and keep going. I did just notice my auto high beams come down. That was good. I haven't been talking about that much. I don't drive at night much on film. So whether or not I should be talking about auto high beams or not is another subject. Okay, there are no cars. It didn't, just smooth. Just rolled it. Steering wheel is not jittering at all. Just straight through. No issue there. A little bit of yard, there was a tree limb in the ground there. I don't know if that was marked in the occupancy network or not. I do have a road work ahead sign over here that is obviously not applying to my drive tonight, probably, but I didn't see. God, it is just rolling through these turns without any flinching. A little auto high beam up and down there with that oncoming car. That probably is its own video. Maybe there's a lot of other people that drive at night to talk about the auto high beams. I don't know how good they're working as far as FSD is concerned or how the model is. I know they have been problematic over the years. I've heard some posts recently that they're not working perfectly for some. I don't know if that's a locality thing or see how it just went up to high beam there? I feel like it did. No, actually it didn't. It just, at least on the screen, I can't see that it did. All right, and now we're here at this crazy intersection that has got so many different turns, railroad crossings and everything. The display has not changed any on V13, right? So we don't have any of the railroad track stuff showing up. We still just have these kind of lights showing up. So I guess the visualization isn't any different in V13. And there's our green arrow. Following that around, no issues. That turn has only been an issue on the Cybertruck where occasionally it misses that green left arrow. It doesn't do it every time. The Model Y has not had a problem with it, nor would I have expected it to be an issue there. And if I'm here at hurry, standard, and chill, if I go down to chill here on this road, is it going to get me? Look, it is. It's getting me out of this left lane. It's going to bring me over to the center, probably. Yeah. I'm not playing with standard only because standard is probably just going to be some sort of boundary between chill and hurry. And I don't know. You know, I think when I drive normally, I drive in standard, but that's not necessarily going to help you guys on a video understand what these speed settings are doing. I'm a little confused still why it disappeared for that few minutes right there around Memorial Park. And then it just magically showed up after we did that cul-de-sac. Not sure exactly what to call that, but the fact that they went all the way down to 30 means speed profiles are here. There's probably just some sort of constraint on the map data that makes them available or not available. And we'll just have to do some more testing to figure it out. But as I stay here in chill mode, it's going to be interesting. Is it going to stay in the center lane or is it going to get over to the right? It looks like it's going to stay in the center. I do have a car on my right quarter now, just now passing me. But I guarantee you, if I go into hurry mode, ooh, right through a yellow. That's good. Yep. And it's going to get right in the left lane. So hurry mode loves the left lane. Even without a constraint, it's just going. Hurry mode likes to hurry. Okay, as we cross the bridge here, we're at about a mile from our last turn. And I appreciate you guys sticking with me on this late drive. I know this release has got a lot of anticipation. I really hope I don't have any film downloading and compiling issues. If I do jam it together without a lot of editing, I appreciate your patience on that. This is mostly to get it out for you guys tonight and around the world. Everybody's really been waiting on this video for many of the drivers, not just me, but I know there's a lot of anticipation. If I were to summarize it, this is better. I did not do a lot of the reverse. I didn't see reverse. I did see start from park. I put it in a situation and it couldn't get itself out of with a 3-point turn, so maybe that is a function still to come. The park-unpark thing, we're going to have to do that in our parking lot and give us some scenarios with a driveway or something like that. But and the nice roller there on our forward-facing unprotected. But V13 definitely feels smoother. It feels more confident in the turns. That seat-of-the-pants drive is just really, really good. And you know what? This is the build that has all the promise, right? It's got the bigger model. It's got more parameters. They got more functions that they're building into it. This is not unsupervised. They are not even calling it unsupervised. So this is not robo-ready, but this is the build that they will say is feature complete. I'm going to argue that the fact that it got stuck in a cul-de-sac tells me it's not feature complete yet. They didn't even try to reverse. It didn't even switch into reverse gear. So, yeah, the trajectory on the front wheels were definitely showing that it wanted to reverse. So that's not quite there yet. Anyway, hey, guys, let's wrap this up here. Thank you guys for sticking with me. What does my film say we're at right now? And am I not even recording? Oh, my gosh. My screen recording is not even recording. I'm looking down. Did I screw that up? Anyway, have a great day, everybody. I hope I didn't make this too painful, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. See you later.